write a script about a New Year's Eve party that no one remembers.
Alright, so the first one I'll just do both our voices. 3, 2, 1. Taylor, to the audience. You know, I thought I knew how to throw a New Year's Eve party, but this time, I think the party threw us.
Now we're gonna take our script, paste it in. All right, here we go.
Taylor, to the audience. You know, I thought I knew how to throw a New Year's Eve party, but this time, I think the party threw us. Holds up the pineapple.
I feel like it's a lot of you.
What, because it sounds all slow and shit?
A little bit. What's next on our list then? Autotune.
I thought I'd read it in a new script. Story about Tommy, sickest rollerblader in the observable universe.
Tommy wasn't just a rollerblader. He was a legend across the galaxies. His blades weren't ordinary. They were crafted from meteorite metals and powered by starlight.
So pitch corrections on.
The kid who could skate on the rings of Saturn as easily as he could glide through the traffic of New York City. And Tommy shot forward like a comet. He leaped onto a rail, grinding it with sparks flying off into the vacuum of space. Each move more breathtaking than the last.
Tommy Blades.
Tommy Blades.
Tommy Blades it.
All right, let's take a quick listen here.
I can't believe it's not butter. OMG, yes.
We could do Spanish-English, because it is a multi-language. Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a curious cat named Luna. Una vez en un pequeño pueblo, había una gata curiosa llamada Luna. Every day, Luna would wander the streets, exploring every corner. Todos los días, Luna recorría las calles, explorando cada rincón.
Is that just, what is this?
You'd make a great YouTube personality.
In the heart of an old sleepy town, I, Luna, a sleek black cat with eyes like the night sky.
It's like a better version
The golden hues of dawn painted the sky. A peculiar scent tickled my whiskers. Corner of the garden.
You sound
Wait,
pretty
there.
Here it is in Spanish.
En el corazón de un antiguo y somnoliento pueblo, yo, Luna, una elegante gata negra con ojos como el cielo nocturno, pero
Like my accent and
de la
everything.
comodidad de mi entorno.
That was crazy.
It actually sounds really good.
That was nuts. What we'll do is we're gonna use your same recording as before, but we're going to have flex the speed effects, and then we're going to quantize it so it sounds like this.
Tommy wasn't he was a legend across the galaxies. His blades weren't ordinary. They were crafted.
You drop in some little...
No, we're not doing that. No, we're not going to do that.
Tommy wasn't he was a legend across the galaxies. Tommy wasn't he was a legend across the galaxies.
What are we naming this one?
Maybe do like Tom, but alternate caps and
Sponge
caps.
text.
Sponge text. Sex education talk.
Perfect. This is contact searches.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Trying to get you in.
Yeah, I know, right? ChatGPT's trying to convert
You
me.
sound like you have a pretty high midichlorian. You know.
All right, let's try a different one. I was thinking Porky Pig.
As a fictional character, Porky Pig from the Looney Tunes franchise does not provide sex education. Porky Pig, created by Warner Brothers, is known for his comedic adventures and humorous speech impediment, and he is not designed to be an educational figure in areas like sex education. Sex education is a serious and important topic that should be addressed by qualified professionals, educators, or trusted health resources.
I didn't know why that one sounded so mad.
It probably does some type of like, what is it, sentiment analysis? It's like a strongly worded letter, kind of. Porky Pig is not blah, 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 so it probably tries to catch.
I think it does that.
I do, yeah.
And we can see here in the official documentation, it does say that the context of the writing is picked up on by the model in most cases.
So this one's reversed, and you whispered it in like a kind of way.
As a fictional character, Porky Pig from the Looney Tunes franchise does not provide sex education. Porky Pig, created by Warner Brothers, is known for his comedic adventures and humorous speech impediment. And he is not designed to be an educational figure in areas like sex education.
Cool if this just transitioned into an educational video
I wish.
and we like suddenly have.
My background is predominantly self-taught. Yeah, I've dabbled throughout the years.
So you're not coming into it just from like the hype train.
No, I'm actually really interested in like math, code, etc.
I'm not sure if you had anything after you saw the video that you feel like you wanted to input or theories, I guess, that came up.
After you both speaking to the mic, I think if you had combined the voice samples in post, it might have given you a different result. It's definitely going to try to fit some kind of wave, and anything that would not necessarily fit to that wave, it will just be kind of sampled out, really.
Quincy's talking about a type of noise cancellation, similar to how noise canceling headphones work. Our voices mostly don't interfere, but let's rewind that and play it a little slower. The waves go out of phase, they interfere, and less sound gets to the microphone. Quincy's basically guessing that 11 Labs is using these micro differentiations to determine which voice actually belongs to the speaker that I, in theory, would want to be cloning.
And it could be biasing the more dominant sounding voice it thinks from the outset.
It had that kind of a raspy quality to it. And we got another version where we had 3 of us talking at once.
I'm Dippy Shitson, and this is my monologue. I'm an AI cat. I smoke Marlboro Reds when I'm horny, and Camel Crushes when I'm about to use again.
Created by Warner Brothers, is known for his comedic adventures and humorous speech impediment, and he is not designed.
Did you type that in, or was that like the edit itself?
And so that's why I kept showing the text on the screen. I wanted people to see that I wasn't manipulating the result.
I have noticed too that sometimes, especially with GPT-4, a lot of these language models will actually try to be funny now. Since, Porky Pig is known for his stutter, maybe it was trying to emulate that speech impediment.
That is my exact theory. Let me just read out what it said. As a fictional character, Porky Pig from the Looney Tunes franchise does not provide sex education. I think 11 Labs interpreted that. I think being Porky Pig referring to himself. As a fictional character, me, Porky Pig, right? So it did, this is again, it's like a guess. Like it knows what Porky Pig and Looney Tunes is. So it applied this cartoon voice to a clearly, seemingly ridiculous, out of place sounding voice.
It was definitely trying to.
I would probably give it like a B+. It didn't sound like the way that the voice did, that we gave it. It sounded better.
A few years ago, I was pretty interested in kind of like the generative music stuff. What they could do for that is they just approximate based on the timbre, the way it sounds. And these models are really good at those approximations because, they're doing a lot of probability and linear algebra. That auditory information and the knowledge base, then it can definitely try to converge on that Porky Pig timbre, and it definitely was trying to.
So how quickly did you figure out that that was my own voice cloned through 11 Labs during the entire interview? Leave me a comment and let me know. And of course, share any theories that you might have or actual insights into how these voice-trained models work.
This is my cloned voice. It only needed about 20 seconds of audio to sound like this. I would probably give it like a B+.
I would probably give it like a B+.
So you're not coming into it just from the hype train.
So you're not coming into it just from the hype train. It's something that you
That's the end, folks, which is an untrademarked phrase from what I can tell.